Ladies and gentlemen, Lagos City, Nigeria. It's been a minute. Please make some noise for the world famous Jim Iyke in the studio.
This lovely people. You just get me every time.
Jimmy!
Hey, my brother. You know, I have history with you,
I know, bros. I know.
I don't want to call you out for it.
I beg you, bros. I beg, bros.
Well, the lovely lady, thank you. I'm a great fan of yours. You are amazing. Just
so
sitting
much.
out here watching you do your thing, it's amazing, man.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
So, Lagos, Nigeria, in case you guys don't know, Jim Iyke's in the studio right here on Cool FM. And the good news is he just concluded his very first film production. All right, now that's a milestone right there. Okay, from acting to producing, and maybe I don't know what's next. All right, so this is a big one. So we must applaud you, sir.
Thank you.
Well done. It's not easy to make a film.
Thank you, sir.
All right, but we got to ask you some real questions.
Absolutely.
So the whole world wants to know more about the movie.
Can I start? Because we're gonna ask some real questions. You're obviously an amazing actor,
Thank you, man.
right? And is this a thing? A trend or a new thing or something that an actor is supposed to do when he reaches a certain plateau, this producer of the thing? I'm seeing more and more actors going into producing and
But it's one way of looking at it, because obviously the trajectory is upwards and forward, and then when you get to a certain strata in your career, it's like the natural procession of life as well. I mean, the natural elevation is production. You have to produce a movie, because then you have ideas, you have resources at this point. The cloud can obviously open you doors and in different spheres of life. So you begin to imagine where your stories have to be told. Your voice has to be also heard in a whole different perspective. And along it comes a certain growth as well that I promise you may not be easy to be managed by other producers or other people you work for early in your career. It becomes not a game of numbers. It becomes of quality, of statements to be made, on leaving your signature on the sands of time, and as impressionably as possible.
I like that. Nice one, bro. Okay, that's interesting. I'm learning something from you right now. So, yeah, go ahead, babe.
talking about quality of movies now, because you're now a producer. What do you see as a big change from being an actor from the early times, from 2001, to qualities of movies being produced right now? Then we see here they could turn out a movie in 7 days,
Right, even
or
less.
something, or less,
I've done
And now, because we're streaming also worldwide,
Yeah.
what do you see now that you're now in that driver's seat, bringing people together? Oh, director, actor, this, that, and trying to create quality. What have you seen as a major challenge or a big difference or something that has not changed?
From the sort of outside body experience, if you will, I saw this projected my prism of appraisal from different perspectives. I'm the executive producer of the film, I'm the producer, I took care of my own style, most of the props were provided as well, and I think we birthed this concept from the beginning with Moses. So I've even done personal assistance. So this is your thing, this is your baby. So I'm a micromanager by nature. So I can't, I would delegate. I mean, he's my co-producer. He will tell you they hit me for it. I will delegate, and the next thing I'm there actually trying to get it done. Yeah, you know what they say. I mean, the best way to get things done is do it yourself.
Do it yourself,
Yes,
man.
absolutely. So we had a vision for this and how to work. The difference, however, one that is easily profound, is the fact that you're now behind the camera. In front, it's easy to make certain demands, and you don't know what it took for that producer to get it done. So I've grown somewhat more sensitive to that fact.
Man, I'm sorry, but you see, this voice of our voice, this is a movie voice, man. You know what it is.
You guys woke me up 5 a.m., so deal with it, crop.
So, Jimmy, real quick, all over the world now, you know that there are many platforms online to stream movies right now. So many multiple options, right? How do you see this playing out evolutionarily? Because is the cinema going to get a big hit, or it's bound to happen?
Well, again, when I speak about trajectory, it was coming to that point where everybody's invested in this, not just as a consumer, but as an investor as well. You have to filter what comes to you, not just to you, but I mean, you have to put other people into consideration, your kids, your businesses, and then you also find out that all the giants, the economic giants of the world and world leaders are beginning to attune their decisions to, environmental, scientific, pretty much the new wave, what we like to call the new era concepts. So you need to attune yourself and everything you do towards that lane as well.
Okay.
Like we started thinking, okay, what kind of stories can we ingest that's good for us, that's good for your mindset? That these are all things you have to take into consideration. I'll give you a radio example. I saw a movie once in Paris, and it pretty much messed up my day, the entire day. I'm telling you, there are things. I'm telling you, it's all about programming and conditioning that you can allow your mind to wrap around it, and one way or the other, it will have a great negative impact on your person. So these are one of the ways you can really look at what you consume right now and say, filter this or allow this, to come into your life. And I think in this space, that is what we've not started taking into strong consideration yet. For us, it's all about entertainment and nothing more. But there's so many other factors, underlying factors, that go with this, that one has to take into strong cognizance. So that's how I think movies should be going right now. Entertainment should be going. What we consume, artistic content and titles that we consume should be going. And Nollywood, somebody has to preach it from one point or the other. And I think these are all the elements we took into very strong consideration when we created Bad Comments.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but what you consider as positive.
Now let's just breeze through, right? The movie's called Bad Comments. What is it about?
Well, I wanted to tell a story that was relevant with the times. Whether you're 2 years old or you're 90, there's a common denominator, and the fact that we all coexist in this internet space, in the social media space. So the story had to resonate with that fact. I needed a universally viable story. A story that it doesn't matter your idiosyncrasy, your creed, your religion, your status in life, your race, you will identify with it because there's a common denominator. How have we treated ourselves to this phenomenon called the internet? Now, do we owe ourselves a certain responsibility as to its usage, or do we just go all out there and it becomes the platform where we vent our frustrations and our ills in life? I needed to have that conversation. So this movie offers perspective of sorts. This movie is the guidebook as to the ripple effect of every action you take in that space. Some people are so ignorant of that fact. You come, you drop a comment, you walk away. There is a cause and effect of every word you speak. They say for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. Why do you think this is a misnomer? The effect is still there. You don't know who you're hurting. You don't know also who you're blessing. The whole concept is supposed to be a social experiment where people are supposed to get on, interact with each other, elevate themselves. Is the shortcut, so to speak, to exhibiting your talents, your vision in life. Now I don't have to go to Mahogany to get something done or to get a chance in life, an opportunity. I can upload what I'm capable of doing. It becomes a universal content, and it might just appeal to somebody out there that will reach to me directly, and before I know it, I'm famous. I'm on the way to my dreams. That was the original concept. Now it has become a way where a platform where people go to, exhibit their hate and cruelty to someone that doesn't even deserve it in the first place. So the conversation is about who is wrong, who is right, who has a right to judge, and then who is playing God and who isn't. Because I also told it from the prism of the celebrity. What are we doing that's wrong? Are we really? Is it just the platform where we display our ostentatious lifestyle? Are we really motivating rather than offending? Are there more elegant, classier ways I can tell you, hey, I'm successful, without being all up in your face and trying to tell you that it has become, I'm trying to glorify, get it by all means necessary ideology? Is that what the point is? So, I mean, that is the whole conversation. And then on the other end as well, the consumers, the people that look up to you, are you trying to tell them it's okay to get, rich, to get comfortable by every means necessary? Because he doesn't have the same opportunity that you have. He doesn't have your skill set. He doesn't have your gifts. But what we should be doing, okay, is the propensity should be, it's okay to live your life within the means that you can afford and still be extremely happy. It's not the court of public opinion that decides your happiness. It is you. The choice is yours. You write the book. You're the one that orchestrates your life. You're the composer of your life. Okay? And why are you trying to get into other people's lane? There's no two destiny that is the same. You can't get on another person's lane because other people are trying to get on that lane. And guess what? That guy's lane is crowded already. Where there's no traffic is your lane. So then the individuality and flair that you're blessed with naturally becomes you to create.
Wow, man! I mean, this is a lot to take in. I can't wait to see the movie. It's called Bad Comments,
Okay.
and it's in cinemas
August 27th. With the premiere. The premiere is August 22nd. So,
all right,
I mean, you guys look amazing and come over.
A big shout out to who's in the movie as well. You're in the movie as well.
Everybody.
The main character. You play the main character.
I'm there. Osas is there. Sharon Oja is there. Timaya, there are a lot of acting debut. Trust me. David, a lot of guys. Timaya is there. The John, what's the Young John?
Young John.
Young John is
Darlington. Darlington is very well.
Yeah,
Okay.
he co-produced with Michael Udog. So co-produced. That's him.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of I think probably about 17 of us. And Inedo is there. And Freeze is there.
Okay.
Wari Pikin is there.
Okay.
Chiwetalago, Patience Uzoku, Desmond Elliott.
Star Pack.
It's Star Pack.
Star Pack.
That's
Pack.
crazy. We're about 17, I promise you. It is
Okay,
all about-
okay, we're
Our
looking forward.
specials there as well.
Okay.
I made him come to this one.
Okay, so looking forward to the movie then. August 27th, all over Nigeria. Yeah.
Goes worldwide.
All the best to you, man. How much did the movie cost you?
It's well over 95 million. That is, we crossed our budget 3 times. We had 4 reshoots because every time a new idea came towards or something that we needed to bet, that's the thing. That's how I work. We'll go back and do it. And
You make your money back, amen.
Amen. That's
Right.
that's a good prayer, my brother. Thank you.
Amen. So talking about positive space on the internet and also being a producer and stuff like that, I know you might have also come across this situation, controversy on social media. I want to know what your take on it is. They said there was a certain Yoruba movie maker that loosely based a story on somebody's alleged rape saga, and people are asking for it to be blocked or taken down or reported. What do you take on such a situation? Is this something that you feel is ethically okay to do, or it's not okay to do, or do you think that maybe is it an intellectual property situation?
No.
What is it?
No, people. It's a humanist angle. I think we're artists, but we're also humans, and the natural propensity of things is to have a conversation with the people that are the victims. It's only fair you bring them to the table. There are many stories that have been told, but in good light, with good intent, where you aim to educate and amplify certain ills in life so that people will take that away. And that's what we are, where we create these stories to preach, to entertain, where we're gatekeepers of people's consciousness. But when they've been suffering to that degree, to that altitude, it becomes totally distracting when you go to create an art form around that without having proper conversations with the people that are involved in it. Okay, so even if you have the best intentions, you see, it becomes warped.
Yeah.
Okay, it's now mismanaged. If I were to be that producer, I'll go have a conversation with the people and say, this is my intent. everybody has intent. Everything starts with intent. The idea is to bring this out to the forebear so that people can look at these things, understand that this exists,
and especially on like a sensitive issue
already. Like I said, it's explosive right now. It's like a really doused, a fuel doused situation. We're just looking for someone to light it. And this dude just became that person.
Yeah.
So even if he had the best intention, he's now misread.
Yeah.
Totally. So that's from my perspective what he should have done. And it's also too early in the day, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because this thing, the wound is still festering, and then you just go over there. Now you begin to look like an opportunist. You understand? And then so there's certain things that there has to be a healing. Time to heal. First of all, you have to allow people to even be ready to look at that as an option, to tell the story to the world. So I think everything he did in that conversation was totally premeditated wrongly.
All right, thank you for your honest opinion on that. I really wanted to get your take, seeing as you are a veteran in the industry. You know the industry, you know scripts, you know how to. Now you're doing movies, producing movies and stuff. So I really appreciate that, because I was also thrown aback. I wasn't very happy as a young woman. I wasn't happy at all. It was just, like you said, too soon and quite insensitive. And I reported the page as well on YouTube. So.
As a child, as a child, you
I
can't
think
do
of
that
my
to a
little
child.
cousins and
Can't
stuff
do
like
that to a
that.
child.